Hello everyone, I'm TheFireBlades and welcome back to Pillars of the Earth. I'm on the hunt for the messenger, who knows something about Francis's missing knight. He apparently comes with a message. So, let's have a look. I managed to find the keys, and I was going to return those to Cuthbert, but I don't want to do that just yet. I do want to have a bit of an investigation, because he said that the keys open pretty much everything. So, I want to have a look at everything first, a bit of a snoop around first. Oh. Maybe the smell ain't too good. Horrible odour, should be cleaned, priory full of neglect. So what we're getting here is just that, yeah, it's fallen into a state of disrepair. I'm going to go around the cathedral, around the back side of the cathedral. The thing is, when you read a book, obviously, you get the layout of a particular building or a complex like this in your own mind, and then you play the game and it's different. Which is weird. Yeah, it kept changing for me in my head, I don't know why. Arnaldus probably dug a grave for James, but James's grave is empty. How many empty graves are there?
Rotten edges. We used to eat them. Now, they're eating us.
Damn. Oh, maybe then. I click that and ask him about it. Oh, there we go, okay.
Has there been a knight to Kingsbridge?
A knight? A knight? Yes. He's here. Right here.
Good, because his horse is still here.
Do you know who he was? How did he die?
Brother Paul found him.
Where is Paul?
Down at the bridge, freezing his walnuts off, I reckon. He talked to him. I only put him in the ground.
Wait.
That's all I ever do.
Do you have any idea what the knight was doing here?
So the knight is dead? Did I mishear that?
Probably tried to jump off the end of the world.
What do you mean?
There is nothing here. Kingsbridge lies at the end of the road. Nobody comes here.
Wow, damn. Okay. They are confessing without knowing it. Lost their way, not beyond saving. Let's have a look then.
We should go to shiring sometime. Heard they have a big-titted harlot there. One that would even do you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Let's see if I can ask them.
No sign of the messenger. The knight doesn't seem to be around here.
No, I'm asking... Oh, God damn it. Okay, whatever. Okay. Path around the cathedral. I'm going to go back up. Door to the cloister. Oh, what's this? House of the Prior. Can I get to here? Oh, of course, I got the keys. Awesome. There's I always called him Remigius. It's Remigius, I think.
I asked not to be disturbed.
Brother Remigius, I'm sorry I interrupted your service.
You mean Prior James's service?
Quite so. I heard he fell through the ice. Horrible.
Yes. I was the one who found his rosary by the river. Now let me continue my work.
Oh. I'm going to ask about the knight first.
Did a knight come to Kingsbridge within the last few weeks?
Of course. Even the bishop and the earl were here for the Christmas service. I held the sermon.
And the week before?
That week I was not here. Andrew Sacrist and I travelled to Shiring to hire cooks and buy food for our guests.
I see.
Right, well, let's have a look. Why does the prior want all of this destroyed?
Why would Prior James walk out onto the river at night?
He was chased.
Chased?
What?
By whom?
No, he doesn't have sex.
The accuser.
Oh, maybe
But
it is literally
why would
chase
the
then.
devil be chasing him?
Better to not get involved in all this.
I don't remember
Don't
this.
you have your own priory cell to run?
He's been very defensive about all of this. Ask about the devil. Might as well press the issue.
You really believe the devil killed the prior?
Some of the brothers do, and I respect their beliefs. We may never know what happened, and that's that. Now let me get back to my work.
Wow, he is being very evasive. Might as well.
Brother Marcus stole Cuthbert's keys.
Brother Marcus. I will deal with him. You were right to report this to me. Theft is something we cannot take lightly.
Oh, about reporting the key thief.
About the keys that were stolen by Brother Marcus.
I will deal with him. You were right to report this to me.
Right. That's all I can do for now. Yeah, it doesn't let me stay in here. Okay, well, I'm glad I'll be able to do that. And visit that particular area. Have a look, see if there's anything else. Fresh grave, the graves. I might as well left click on it since I have the option, just in case. Might give some details. Alrighty then. That was a pleasant use of my time. Now, I do know something from the book, so I do admit I might have to use a bit of foresight here and do something that probably wouldn't be thought of originally. I think it's got something to do with the cloth. I need a fireplace. Because he was freezing his walnuts off, which obviously means he's very cold. So I need, perhaps, to find a way of warming him up. Now, hopefully...
It's getting cold. When will
Aha!
these novices learn to close the door?
Do that. Stove and hot stones. Yep. The stone is still hot, perfect to keep warm on cold winter days. So obviously the
Nice and
stone was
warm,
heated up by the
and I
fire.
didn't burn my hands, Milius.
I knew you could do it.
Right, there we go. So, I'm going to go, therefore, round the pathway here, and then head out to the bridge again. Village of Kingsbridge. So this is where I am at the moment. Road towards the south, road towards the north. Building by the fields. Right, I'll go towards the road towards the south first, and then I'll probably potter around here. There's probably something in the story that will take me there eventually. There he is, there's Brother Paul. And there's a hole in the ice that we've found before.
Brother Paul?
Philip. Ouch. Oh.
Yeah, I'll inquire first.
What's wrong with your foot, Brother Paul?
Oh, just a chilblain. It will ease when the spring comes.
You should have a fire.
It's all right. It's not that cold.
Don't take it lightly. Many will die this winter for lack of food or shelter.
Remigius thinks the Lord is testing us. Only the sinners perish.
No, the poor perish, and those that he has freezing out here.
Don't say anything to Remigius, will you? If he thinks I've been complaining, he'll be displeased.
Give the hot stone to him.
Here, Paul.
Oh. Ouch! Oh. A hot stone! Ah! It's a mercy, Philip. Thank you.
Remigius should give you a fire, or not have you sit here at all.
I don't really mind. Winter is bound to end sometime. Philip, if you ever run into trouble with Remigius, be careful to answer him. Do not stay silent.
Silent?
Nothing makes him angrier than someone who doesn't answer. He becomes weak and defensive. It's not fitting for a sub-prior, let alone prior.
Wait, it makes him weak. But if we're arguing with him, we want him
What
to
did
be
you say
weak.
again about Remigius's weakness?
Nothing makes him angrier than someone who doesn't answer.
Okay.
It's not fitting for a sub-prior.
Interesting.
Have you heard about a knight in Kingsbridge?
A knight? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. He was just lying by the road, just a mile away from the priory. He must have fallen from his horse.
Where is he now?
He died. We buried him in the cemetery.
Did he have a name? Did he say anything?
He could not speak. But the look in his eyes told me he was afraid. I held his hand and prayed with him while he died.
Did the knight have anything with him?
There was a letter. I gave it to Prior James. Remigius will probably burn it with the rest of James's papers.
God
James
damn it.
insisted that all his books and documents should be burnt after his death, except for his Bible.
I heard about this. I think that would be unwise.
Sometimes I wonder if it was because of that letter. A few days later, Prior James fell through the ice. Right here, Philip. Maybe I brought a curse on Kingsbridge.
For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Have faith in the Lord, Brother Paul. You did well.
Thank you, Philip.
Francis Knight had a letter with him. It's probably in the prior's room. Okay, it's okay then. My God, James died here. James' body may still be here. Lord have mercy on his soul. There's no point in retrieving him. I don't think there's any need to.
James, I pray for you that when you stand before God, he will look upon you with mercy.
Right, boosh, path to the mill. This must be the building by the field then. No, wait, it's a mill. It was a water mill we saw. There's some sheep in the... Oh, only a small stream then. Oh, wait, I can open the door. What? Oh, in the priory. Well, let's give it a go. Oh, you know what? I think the prior's room was open anyway, and I have to literally click on the keys in the inventory. I think this is how we're supposed to do it. So let's have a look. So obviously I did it before with the crypt. There we go. Christ, this is knackered. Yet another secret. Oh, really? Got an achievement. Prevent the documents from being burnt. Probably beyond repair. How much work to build. How much neglect to let it fall apart. Right. Cloth. Piece of cloth. Oh, what's this? Words carved in the wood. Inspect. Documents. Brothers, I have to leave. I have not found God to be here with you. The cane of Subprior Remigius shall never again hit my back. Never again. Maybe I shall find God elsewhere. Thomas, September 1134. Found in January 1136. Right. The documents, Francis notes about the late King Henry. Empress Maud and King Stephen dated. So, for many years our late King Henry has been without an heir. His only legitimate son, as well as several other relatives, had drowned while crossing the English Channel one night in 1120. It was called the White Ship. Yeah, basically like the whole royal family except for Henry I was on it. And apparently they got drunk. The king went out with his own ship. I think it was from England to France. And the guys there, and apparently the sailors as well, had all got drunk, and they basically tried to race him back, even though he got a head start. They hit rocks, they couldn't swim, they drowned. Apparently, one of the only survivors was one of the sailors. I think it might have been the captain himself, but I think he killed himself to avoid facing the wrath of King Henry after he would have had to break the news. Yeah, sorry, I might have killed your kids. Finally, his daughter Maud gave birth to a boy. It was Henry's last wish that his infant grandson would continue his reign as Henry II once the boy came of age, and until this day his mother, the daughter of the king, would rule in his place. Despite being the rightful heir to the throne, Empress Maud is viewed unfavourably by most of our Norman overlords. Bear in mind now that England is now ruled by the Normans. Anglo-Saxons are still around, but they're not as powerful anymore. The reason is Maud's marriage to Geoffrey of Anjou. The county of Anjou and the Duchy of Normandy have been rivals for a long time, a rivalry that now is about to become a war, taking place right here in England, as you do, given the fact that both Anjou and Normandy are in France. For Maud's cousin Stephen of Blois has now crossed the Channel from Normandy and has taken the throne by force. So it seems they're both using the Kingdom of England as a pawn in their advancement for their rivalries. A bit odd, but this is going to escalate into all-out war. So, intriguing! We found a bit of plot there. Seems like Brother Remigius has not been a very nice sub-prior, and this Thomas fella has left 2 years prior. We don't know who Thomas is. Maybe somebody important. But anyway. Right, I'm going to leave it for there, but hopefully you'll be joining me for the next episode. So thank you for everyone for watching. I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.